All I want is win, win.
Starting at shooting guard, carrying 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. Yes, y'all.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Reed is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love seeing the ball go in the basket? A bunch of points being scored. Fans, players, broadcasters, you and I both, we all enjoy when teams can shoot it with some efficiency from the three-point line. Space that floor and let it fly. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Conley with the screen on Holmgren. Now McDaniels, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Williams, lets the 3 fly. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Down low, here's Conley. Not going to go that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Reed. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. When Naz Reed is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
That free throw, no good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And the second free throw, good.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
Now, here's Dort. 17 points in his last outing.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Reed. Gobert with a screen for Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter
when he can be effective down low.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And let's look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now here's Conley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Gobert, and he banks in the layup.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Hartenstein against Gobert. Hartenstein passes to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. So, Clark, when you look at the MVP voting over the last few years, it has been dominated by the big men, especially 7-footers.
Yeah, pretty unique, right? For years, 7-footers didn't get much MVP love, and this stuff is somewhat cyclical, as you know, Kevin. Big shifts happen, like the talk of getting rid of conferences because the West was too strong once upon a time. That conversation and narrative flipped, too, so I think, again, cyclical stuff happens in this league.
Now, here's Reed. Gobert with it. Shot clock at 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Holmgren. Rebound, Minnesota. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Wallace, still without a basket. Pass to Hartenstein. Reed against Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Wallace.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Alexander Walker with the ball. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Here's Wallace. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels passes to Shannon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Here's Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
They've got Dillingham. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's McDaniels in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Dillingham. Nothing on the board. Pass to Shannon. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Like everyone's watching.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Thunder. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Minnesota. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Checking out Oklahoma City. They're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
The offensive rebound, and that one is good. Garza's got his first bucket in this one.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Caruso. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Shannon. Caruso grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Dillingham. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Dillingham with it. He's guarded by Williams. Now, here's McDaniels. We saw him with 10 points last game. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Garza, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Snatched up.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Shannon. There's the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Leading by 5. Williams. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's McDaniels following the score by Oklahoma City. Clock at 4. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. McDaniels got 5 now.
Pretty impressive to see a young player like McDaniels have a sense of that shot clock as he's into his action there.
Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on Reed. Offensive rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Caruso. Edwards, no good. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Dort kicks to Caruso. Dort with a screen for Caruso. Sinks the 3-pointer. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards against Dort. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. From deep. A shot off that time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing their own game of one-on-one. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here is Edwards. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. First free throw is good. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
First free throw is good. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
One shot.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed misses. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Dort's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Hartenstein.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort, and he goes in for the dunk.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And finished off by Gobert.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of relief.
What a sweet kick by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Michael Conley. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Timberwolves trail by 3. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Oklahoma City's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Williams' shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They set the pick. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Can't tie it up as that one misses. .130 left to play in the third. Here's Williams. Double team on Williams. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. 5th is Rudy Gobert.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
And the first one at the line is good for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Caruso nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Reed in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Shannon. Reed the pass to Garza. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Buries the long-range jumper. Caruso's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams against Reed. Fires at the elbow. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 6 points for Williams.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. Then it's Miller, and it's Garza in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The way they've overwhelmed the defense by drawing a ton of fouls. And more importantly than drawing the fouls, they've been converting at the free throw line.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Now Dillingham. To the inside. Here's Alexander-Walker.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Pass to Minot. Five on the clock. Here's Dillingham. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Wallace outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander connects from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Come on, get up for your Timberwolves.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and Miller's subbed in for Joe Ingles. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Dillingham. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
At the top of the key, Williams. Back to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
By going cold in that first half, they made things hard on themselves, but they've been warming up since that time.
Wallace outside for three. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Miller with a screen on Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Miller, and the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Cason Wallace.
One shot.
That free throw good from Miller. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Dort with a screen for Williams. Outside, Dort. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. Over in the corner, Conley. Miller outside. McDaniels against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert, and that's good. And that'll tie this game up.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You see the corner. There it is from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Miller. That free throw good from Hartenstein. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And Reed throws it down.
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Steps back and fires. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Conley kicks to Edwards. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Edwards inside. Defended by Dort. Edwards no good. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Hartenstein against Edwards. Gobert dishes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Off target from downtown. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Target Center, back in a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Back to Conley. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Near the 3-point line, it's Holmgren. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
A minute into overtime and what has been a great game so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's Anthony Edwards.
On defense, Dort has great instincts, helping him stay on top of the shooter.
Good on the bucket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a good play.
Outside Edwards. It's deflected. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Edwards drawing the double team. Williams against McDaniel. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Williams finds Holmgren. Holmgren is doubled. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And the Timberwolves call time here. 23 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And it's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.